if I can get a like a live look from my end because I'm using the back camera and I'm using a mirror. Okay, I feel like we're okay. But I also want to see the comments, so I'm trying to figure this out where I can use my back camera on my phone, but also will like to see the comments. Yes, okay, here we go. Let me make sure I mute the computer. Okay, not too bad. Hello there. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me okay? I want to make sure I face this way for as much as I can. It's a little bit of a delayed reaction. But I thought this would be a better setup because the back camera is a better camera than the front-facing camera. Amazing. So I just wanted to share, well, first of all, happy Friday. And I thought Friday lives would be fun to do in sharing my live makeup updates that I will share again in my upcoming February favorites, but I thought it would be fun to do like a live version and better interact with you in real time. A few makeup updates I wanted to share. Today I went to Nordstrom. I know. I bought a sleep mask because I forgot mine at home and I'm pissed. But anyway, I wanted to see if they had the new Hourglass foundation. They did not yet. Fine. They also did not have the new Givenchy foundation, but that is scheduled to arrive there on the 28th. And Kayla, one of the representatives for the brand, was kind enough to add me to her client list. She'll text me when it is in store and I can visit again for a shade match. Hi, everyone. Yes, Janelle. Janelle, I hope you're feeling better from your stomach ache on Sunday. Hi, Sarah. Hi, everyone. I'm looking down because those are the comments on my computer because I'm unable to see them on my phone directly since I have my phone turned the other way. Hi, Laura. Hi, everyone. So Givenchy sample coming soon. If you're wondering what I have on the face now, it's barely there, but I did bypass the Hermes counter. I didn't buy anything, but I've been dying to try their bronzers. If you're my complexion, you're definitely 04. There's too huge of a jump from 03 and 04 in my opinion. It is lovely, is a warmer toned type of a bronzer, but I also tried their new rose something something, like that blush light shade that everyone's going crazy over that's always sold out in number 10. It's pretty. I have a little bit on my face. Of course, it wore off because it was just a powder, but I didn't think it would show up as successfully as it did, but boy, was it lovely. Okay. So with that said, oh, I also bypassed Charlotte Tilbury. Sensual Sunset is like, is this close? Is this close? I almost bought it. I almost bought it, but I walked away because I didn't want to pay full price for it again, especially if I would have an opportunity to get it at 20% off in the spring. So I can hold off. RL, isn't it lovely? The new Beautifying Trends 9-pan palette, my apologies, I didn't even specify the entire product. It's the newer 9-pan palette in Sensual Sunset, the warmer palette. They didn't have Emerald Effect. That was the only one the brand didn't send, Nordstrom, which was funny. They had the display out, but Emerald Effect display was empty. And I'm like, where is the green one? And one of the representatives said that they didn't get it. So what are you gonna do? So a few updates. I really like the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. It is beautiful, beautiful. And the reason I say that is I actually wore it in my Charlotte Tilbury short that I did for Super Neutral. And what am I saying? I wore it for a few hours and I loved how it looked after a few hours. My skin looked flawless and it didn't look made up. It looked airbrushed. I was like, what is this foundation doing? I like it better than the Dior Stick foundation. And although the Dior Stick foundation might be slightly better in terms of a color match, despite how I'm not crazy about 3.5N, as 3N in Anastasia's Impeccable foundation is a little light on me, but I take care of it. It's pretty. I do submit that the Impeccable foundation line doesn't have a ton of shades. So that is, I think, a challenge people encounter is matching themselves successfully, because, you know, if you don't have those many shades, you're gonna have to trade off either undertone, light, dark, right? So that's that. Right. The shade range is so limited. And funny, their previously released foundation before the Impeccable, I thought was far more extensive. So I don't know what happened there, right? With that said, I'm going to go on and apply the foundation on camera and just so you can see it in action. But something else I wanted to share also was that even though Isamea's 5-point lift, I'm opening my makeup bag, my apologies. This isn't the best setup, but we're going to make it happen. Even though the 5-point lift might not be the most practical product in terms of construction, like I get how she wanted it to appear like a syringe, and the concept behind this product was to restructure the face in some manner, and the peachier undertones I think that exist across all shades are peachy and maybe serve to be as a corrector. The coverage is light to medium. I would say, frankly, it's light medium. But what I appreciate about the texture is how it adds a little more fluidity to my more matte textures. The peachiness does adjust the coloring a little bit. So with that said, is it really on all her products? Even the new ones? 20% off, my goodness. So I do have the Impeccable foundation sample here, and would like to mix these two together. On the core line, wow. I didn't expect for it to go on sale that quickly. Is this my opportunity to buy Capricorn? The shade I thought I was getting, but did not. I love this brush bag. It's from Artist Kit Company. This is his cat. Meow. It folds down, but the thing is you have to be careful with the zipper because my little mini buffer got mauled. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, so, but again, that's why I encourage sampling, because to buy an entire bottle of foundation, especially as someone who reviews makeup, I don't think it's practical. So I'm taking this much and I'm placing it on my palette here. So this is the shade we're dealing with. I'm sorry if it's too shiny. And now combining it with Isamea's 5-point lift, which you could completely dismantle this so it's easier to squeeze out the product. You gotta just unlock it. And this is what it looks like with the Impeccable. Oops. Let me put everything back together now. Oh my goodness. We're gonna mix it up. I should apply a little bit of moisturizer. just before we get into this. Ooh, it is hot in Bay's apartment. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I don't know where I'll be YouTube-wise in the summertime, but doing lives in this apartment during the summertime, I don't know, man. It's just probably not. Probably not. All right, let's get this foundation on, and let me grab a large-ish, oh, actually, I could use this mirror here. All right, so you can see that the Impeccable is a little light on me, but I do enjoy combining it with Isamea's 5-point. I could actually see if, hi Catherine, how it will appear if I combined it with Dior's 3.5N. That will probably be a better color match for me. But I'm careful with how much I apply because with the Impeccable, it is a matte finish, velvety in the dry down, but could look too made up if I apply too much. But I like how it looks. I do. I enjoy the texture. I enjoy how it blurs my imperfections. It doesn't cover them entirely, but I think it does a fair job. Ooh! All right. Tissues on standby. Fantastic. I actually have returned to my Natasha Denona concealer. Oopsies. Oh no. Okay, we're back. I pressed back by accident. Hey, Callie. Are you talking about the Impeccable foundation? Serafina, I use the Refer LC03. And after this live, I'll make sure to link as many products as I can. Let me grab this mirror because I am really trying to blend without seeing what's happening. And I'll take the leftover here around my nose and portions that need a little more coverage. But because it is a matte foundation, I think oily skin will enjoy it. Thank you, Alicia. So nice of you to say. Hi, Lucia. All right. I think that's good. That's good. A little bit of a brow moment. Oh. Like that was going to do much, Alicia. Come on. This is what happens when you don't have a mirror or you're not doing this in front of the front-facing mirror on your phone. I'm on my iPhone 16, but on the back camera. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out. All right. The question is, what shall I complete this makeup look with? So back to Hermes. Now Amber, one of the representatives from the Hermes counter, put me in her client list, and she will let me know when that rose whatever is the number 10 arrives. So I haven't purchased it yet, but man, was I tempted in terms of how effortless that blush appeared to deliver that sun-kissed glow but with the rose shade. You know what I mean? I messed up this brow. I have so much dry skin in my brow section. Oh, Bloomies has it? Good to know. Maybe I'll ask my friend and she'll go to Bloomies with me. I just feel terrible spending that much money on like a blush. I do have Hermes blushes, but I haven't worn them often. Shame on me because I have them. I absolutely should. Something I also wanted to share is my favorite way to apply the sculpting stick from Isamaya using Sonia's mini buffer. And the way I like to go in is get the stick on the back of my hand first, and I'll use the brush to place it on the cheekbone or in the hollows. This is one of my favorite ways. Like, this is like my go-to way. Thank you, RL, for that alternative. And also, Isamaya drops at Sephora on the 25th. So in a, whatchamacallit, in a few days. But I like how getting it on the back of the hand first just kind of smooths it out and applies evenly on the skin. We like that. Now, I would like to go in with, oh, this is what I wanted to show. Going in with Isamaya's Nectarine. Nectarine is tangerine, right? It's quite tangerine. But I did enjoy combining this with YSL's Make Me Blush in Nude Lavalier. Anyone international in the chat, if I could PayPal you, Venmo you, whatever money so you could get me the overseas shades, please. I don't know how many times I've been told nude or nocturnal nude or something is like a must-have. Oh my gosh. So we see you got the tangerine there, but I want to combine it with YSL's Nude Lavalier because I think it's such a pretty gradient. You see what I'm saying? So you have the more like muted pinky hue. I am looking for, so with the YSL blushes, we only have a few, not a few, but we only have certain shades in the States. We don't have like those fun in-between muted shades that you all have. So, and every time I try to go on the YSL side, they're like, are you trying to buy from the US? It's like, it's like I need to use a VPN or something to buy these blush shades, my goodness. Okay. Don't you think this combination is pretty? Like the rose on the center and the tangerine underneath, just to like give it a little bit more of like a warm look to it. Yes, we could all make a joint purchase together from Selfridges. Absolutely. I'm bringing you in closer because I feel like you got to see. But so, you know, I'm putting the plan out there because I'm trying not to go crazy and buy all the blush shades, but I know Nocturnal Nude is one, Coral Crush is another shade, and there's so many blushes that are coming out. Say's coming out with the blush. There's another brand. Tower 28 is coming out with matte blushes. Like, how? Help! Please help. Please help. My goodness. All right. Let's see. Oh yes, we gotta do I have, what shade is this? Oh, I want to try this combination. Oh, I do have my eye on some. What are the Asia exclusives that I might not know about? And if it's easier for you, friends, should I, you know what? After this live, I think, should I do a community post so we could all gather and plan this out? The operation, get these overseas YSL blushes in our makeup bags, please. So I just finished editing a video pairing Liberica with all my favorite beige shades in my lipstick collection. It's only 13 minutes long, which I'm shocked at, but you're gonna see the transformative power of this freaking shade. It's gonna be so much fun. So that's the plan. I'm gonna do a community post so we could all kind of figure this out. Those who, no, camera, you gotta go higher. There we go. So you could share the shades, maybe provide us links to check on the shades so we could figure out what we want to get. What was I going to apply? Oh yes, I wanted to see how the Liberica looked with my Addiction Tokyo Lipstick Extreme. That's interesting. I like that a lot. Super, super grunge. But now we gotta do something with these. I feel like we gotta do something with the eyes though. We gotta do with the eyes. I did bring, I should have brought, yes, of course. We got beautifying eyes on standby. Maybe I'll do something smoky here. The amount of side bending that's happening. Oh my goodness me. And someone had advised that I repurchase Pat McGrath Labs primer. I'm like, done. You don't have to tell me twice. I am very much inspired by this lip, which means I think I want to lightly start with the taupe shade and then go in with this shade but on the lash line. So first taupe. Someone had said that the Supernaturals barely shows up on me. I'm like, barely? Isn't that a bit of a stretch? You know what I mean? Like, I know the point, or I think that's the point where I like how it's not super pigmented and I like how it offers soft contour. Hi, Pauline. Yes, I'm trying to get more consistent with my lives. Hi. Okay. I've been enjoying Super Neutral so much, like, I feel bad about wanting more. That's why I walked away from Sensual Sunset. I'm like, you know what, Alicia? Hang on to Super Neutrals for a while. Enjoy her. And although the Emerald palette has those neutral browns, I've been enjoying the toast. And my apologies for not having the username on hand, but they had said they're a similar skin tone to me. And these cooler tones work well. I think because I am neutral, and even though I'm this shade, I automatically attributed it to warm undertones, and that's not true, right? Like, not everything brown is warm in undertone, or even golden in undertone, olive. There's so many different undertones. Because I'm a neutral undertone, these cooler colors work well on me. It's like a recent discovery, and I'm loving it. I gotta... There we go. Come on. That's enough. Can't help it. Can't help it. All right. Now we gotta apply some on the lid. And did I bring... Oh, good. I brought my lash curler. But I think... You know what? I think I'll do this shade instead. I was gonna do the bronze. This is the more like overlay shade. Oh my goodness me. But the reason why I was tempted by Sensual Sunset was because there is a shade like there that acts like this, but it's copper with like a hot pink flash. It is beautiful, beautiful. And it almost got me, but I said no, 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 no. Just walk away. Just walk away. Okay, now, I'll do the lashes. I'll do the lashes and then we'll complete this look. But yeah, that in a nutshell, even though I love the ABH foundation, I'm not going to, I don't think I'm going to buy it because I like my Suku foundation more. I do. Because of the color match. I think the color match is better. But did I bring the glue? It has to be here somewhere. Yes, there it is. And okay, we're good. We're back on track. My Ardell 421s are my ultimate go-to. They're easy to apply, they're thin. Yes, Pauline, I was saying how I visited Nordstrom today, and Kayla, one of the Givenchy representatives, said that it is scheduled to arrive on the 28th. So I would like to return, get a skin match done, and maybe get a sample. Maybe I'll buy it. It depends. Because she had mentioned that the foundation is very serum-like. Even though it says it's a foundation, it actually is formulated to be more skincare forward. So more of the skincare hybrid stuff. But apparently people really like that. Oh, Jelly, I hope you're on your way to recovery. Happy healing, my friend. So we'll see. Because this happens to me all the time where I'm there, I get excited, and I feel bad not buying anything. But, if I go in there prepared to drop some money on a foundation, we'll see. Maybe I'll like it. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll like it. And it'll be the The foundation of choice for spring, summer. But the formula sounds incredible, very much appealing, right? Because I think in general, people are leaning more towards that skin but better look. My phone's too heavy for this little tripod. It is too little, it's too heavy. The iPhone 16 is too heavy. I just want to dab on some powder under the eyes, still using the Prada. Did you see those neutral palettes for the Prada Beauty eyeshadow compacts? Oh my goodness, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I don't know when those are slated to come out, but oof, I'm gonna have to prepare myself. I do want to pop on, love the Byredo highlighter stick. Okay, so from my visit to Nordstrom today, I am thinking about, yes, the new Givenchy Prism foundation, the Hermes Rose 10, and the bronzer in Sienna. Hi Mina, yes, that's right. They're out in Italy now. All right. Not too bad. Look is complete. Hold on. Let me get you. No, I gotta bring you this way. Yay. So this is the final look. What do we think? I've been really liking the makeup that I recently purchased and have been having a blast combining everything, because essentially that's what I love to do. I like to figure things out, even if a product doesn't work out 10 out of 10 for me in terms of the texture, the color match, the what have you. I'll figure it out. I don't mind figuring it out, and I understand one's desire to not have to cocktail or salvage it if they paid a certain amount of money for it. They're like, that's the point. Effortless, not having to worry about how am I going to make this work. I totally get that. In the end, though, if I see potential in it serving in a different way, not in the original, right? Like, this is supposed to do this solo, but it could also be this with combining something else. You know what I mean? Thank you. Oh, I should release the twists. That would complete the look. There we go. There we go. Hi, Deborah. All right, so this is the final look. I'm very happy with it. I mentioned what the makeup products going forward are on my radar. I'm gonna head over to ismayabeauty.com right now. Liberica has changed the game for me. Has changed the game in terms of its undertone. I did not see its potential initially because I just paired it with the metallic lip balm in One Penny. Love that combination, but did not realize how this medium black shade will come in clutch with my peachier, more peachy leaning beige shades that I rarely wear because on their own it looks a little off on me. But because of my more neutral undertone, putting up Liberica with those shades has saved it, And I can't wait. Hopefully I will be able to post that video tonight so you can see the examples. I did side-by-side comparisons. So if you have these lipstick shades or shades that kind of replicate them in some way that it's helpful to you, but I forgot to show the Addiction Tokyo shade on there. So that's why I wanted to do this live so you could have a look. But I really enjoy how this turned out. Again, Anastasia foundation is beautiful, but I'm not rushing to get it because it's a foundation that I would not use often. This more matte velvety finish is very glam for me. And as we approach spring, summer, which I know feels far away, but it's the end of February. Like, hello, it's already March. It's kind of nuts. I know myself and will tend to reach for just lighter feeling textures as the weather begins to change. And that means the Givenchy Prism Foundation might be a contender for that role, especially if it's being advertised as a serum-like foundation, right? So, which is a lot more appealing to me and aligns more with how I would like my skin to appear when it gets warmer. So, hi, Chloe. And, you know, with that said, will I get the Hermes? Maybe. Maybe. Because I did enjoy the texture. I do love the color. It's gorgeous. I don't buy Hermes often. It will be, but I'm just wary of the fragrance. It is very fragrant. I wish it wasn't. I wish it wasn't. So I have to try it again because maybe since it was the first time, it was a little in my face and I wasn't quite ready for it. But if I applied it again, we'll see. Amber, the representative for the Hermes counter, again, has me on her client list. So she'll text me when it will arrive. They're only getting like 7. And I'm like the 3rd person who asked about it, so it's kind of crazy. Yes, Sarah, I read that the concealer is quite popular and people were hoping the foundation will follow suit in terms of performance. And I have my eye on the Hermes bronzer because CN, if I were to compare it, just shuffling through my bronzer shades quickly through my collection, it almost looks like Pat's Divine Bronze. I think it's not number 3. It's either 4 or 3. It has like a very like a warm undertone to it, but CN is lovely. It's a lovely shade and definitely just with the rose blush, my gosh, it was too much to take. So I got that. I love Super Neutral. Sensual Sunset is gorgeous, but I think it's overkill. I will wait for a sale to get Emerald Effect if it's still on my mind. If it's still on my mind. Marie, I have not tried the Prada mascara, and shame on me, did not even notice it was available because I did pass the Prada counter, but I didn't see it. I was too far away to notice if there was a new product feature on the counter anyway. I should have just walked by and visited. But yeah, I hear great things about the Hermes bronzer. It's crazy. I've had my eye on that bronzer for months. Months. Deborah, I have not. I'm still eyeing the brown mascara. I'm still eyeing it, but someone said that she's running 20% off the core collection. I don't know if that's an indication if the collection's not doing well. I like it. I think it has its shortcomings in terms of marketing. You know, becoming more mainstream also includes you become more mainstream in how you market your products. I think a perfect example is Danessa Myricks, how she has a slew of different photos, skin tones with the different blush shades in her lineup, and just the amount available in that photo carousel, I think helps any buyer tremendously figure out which shade to buy, and that's what Isamaya needs. I understand she's coming from a more glam lane when it comes to makeup, like she's worked with Burberry. I forgot which other brand she worked for, the luxury beauty brands. But anyway, I understand why she has the glam shots and whatnot, but we'll see. We shall see. All that to say, thank you so much for joining. It is always a pleasure, and we'll try to stick to Fridays 3-ish. I'm around, And I'll prepare the links for this video, all of which are affiliated. So I thank you in advance if you ever consider buying anything that caught your eye during this live. I'll have it ready within, I have to go to Whole Foods, so maybe within the hour or so. And I'll prepare a community post for us in the States who want the overseas exclusive shades for the YSL blushes. So maybe we could figure out how we can get a community order going so we can chip in to for the shipping, especially if it's $30. But divided amongst many, I think is probably better. Anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So all that to say, I'll see you on that community post. I'll see you down in the comments under this live video, especially if you are watching the replay. Make sure you like this live video because it helps me tremendously in letting YouTube algorithm know that you like watching my lives and will suggest them in your recommendations or other people's recommendations. Also, consider subscribing as I am planning to do more lives. And if you want to find out if I bought the Hermes products, how the Givenchy foundation looks, then how would you know if you don't subscribe? So please click that notification bell as well so you'll know when those videos drop. And then I will see you guys again soon. Bye. Gonna go over here to turn off the live video. Here we go.